Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to another Arc Garage video. Today I'm gonna show you how to replace the brake fluid on your car. Now the brake fluid should be replaced every couple of years or every 40 to 50,000 kilometers. The main reason for that is that it's hygroscopic, which means that it will absorb moisture and water. To see how bad is it, I'm gonna use this simple brake fluid tester, which essentially measures the conductivity. So we got these lights on the side, and each light is going to be 1%. So this first one is going to be 0%, and the last one is going to be 4%. If I put the tester into the brake fluid and press the button, you can see that it's all the way into the red, and that tells me that it has at least 4%, if not more, of water in it. So why is the water in the brake fluid so bad? Well, if, for example, if you are going down the mountain road and the brakes heat up real good, that water is going to evaporate. It's going to create vapor pockets inside the brake lines, and you're going to get spongy brakes. Or in the worst case scenario, you're not going to have brakes at all. First thing you need to check is what kind of brake fluid you need. You can see on the cap it says right here .4. So I got 1 liter of .4 brake fluid. I'm also going to use this syringe, and I'm going to put a small piece of hose on it to pull all of the brake out of the reservoir. Besides that, I'm going to use an empty bottle with a cap. Essentially, I'm going to poke a hole through this cap. I'm going to widen it and pull a piece of that see-through hose through it. I'm going to also poke another hole beside it for the vent. The first step is going to be to pull out the old brake fluid out of the bottle. Now you don't want to pull all of it, leave at least like 10% so the master cylinder doesn't pull any air inside the system. You can see this brake fluid is quite nasty. It has that dark green color, and it's definitely a time to change it. And here's what we got out, and I gotta admit that I'm pretty surprised by how dirty this brake fluid is. Next I'm gonna pour the new brake fluid in. It doesn't really matter if you overfill it, it's gonna come out from the bleeder screws. Keep in mind that you have to pay attention not to leave the tank empty. If you leave it empty, the master cylinder is gonna pull in air into the system, and you're gonna have to bleed the brakes. So just make sure that you check it every now and then and top it off when necessary. To replace the fluid properly, we're gonna have to start with the wheel that's furthest away from the master cylinder, and that is going to be the right rear wheel. Then we're gonna move on to the left rear wheel, the right front wheel, and lastly the left front wheel. Since the bleed screws can corrode quite a bit, it's always good practice just to spray a little bit of WD-40 on them before you start this process. First, I'm going to show you a body method in which you will need a friend to help you out. I'm going to start by removing this rubber protector. Next, I'm gonna put a piece of this see-through hose over the bleed screw. Now it's better if the hose is a bit tight so it doesn't let any of the air in. Now I'm gonna tell my buddy to press the brake pedal. I'm gonna undo the bleed screw, and you can see that the brake pedal dropped. Next, close the screw and tell the friend to let off the brake.
Boom.
Now your body might need to pump the brakes a little bit before you can do it again.
Right.
Now again, I'm telling my body to step on the brake.
There's
I'm gonna undo the bleed screw. I'm gonna close it, tell him to let off the brake, And I'm gonna repeat this process multiple times until I see the clear brake fluid coming out of this line. Also, the closer you get to the master cylinder, the less time you will need to do this to get the clear fluid out. Next, I'm going to show you how you can do this yourself. The important part is to keep the bleed screw saturated inside the oil as it is right now. Naturally, when you open it, the gravity is going to pull some liquid out and it's going to be enough to keep it saturated. Now I can just undo it. I can suspend this piece of hose in the air using a zip tie or something like that, and I can just go inside the car and pump the brakes. If I tell my body to pump the brakes, you can see all of the oil that is coming out. However, I have to admit that I prefer the body method since there is less chance for the air to come inside the system. Now, since I am done with this wheel, I'm gonna move on to the next one. Before I move on to the next wheel, I'm just gonna add a bit more brake fluid. You can see how much it got out. Here's also another very common issue you might face. These can be quite rusted and very hard to undo, so I'm just gonna use my little ratchet to work it a little bit. I'm gonna undo it and screw it back in a couple of times. Now I can undo this bleed screw, and I'm gonna repeat the process using a body method. I'm gonna put back the rubber piece, and I'm gonna add a bit more brake fluid before I move on to the front wheels. Front wheels are not as bad as the back ones when it comes to corrosion. Also, you're gonna need to pull less fluid to get to the new one. Before I move on to the last wheel, I'm gonna add yet again more brake fluid. Time to do the last wheel, and I'm just gonna repeat the process once again. I'm gonna clean all of the bleed screws and calipers using brake cleaner. Just to show you again, this is approximately half of the stuff that I got out. You can see that this brake fluid is quite nasty. As I said before, it has that dark green color, and it definitely needed to be replaced. Before I finish up, I've pumped the brakes a couple of times, and now I'm gonna check all of these bleed screws to make sure that there are no leaks. And lastly, I'm gonna add the brake fluid to the max. And just to show you again, with this brake tester, we're gonna test the new fluid. And as you can see, it shows us that it has 0% of water in it. So that's basically how easy it is to replace your brake fluid, and I've only used 1 liter of it. Anyway, that would be all for this video. I hope you find it useful. If you did, hit that like button and support our channel by subscribing and by sharing our content with the rest of car enthusiasts.